Personnel and human resources should have two wings. One is character and the other is expertise. Just like in marriage, your spouse should also have two wings. If you want to do well financially, they need to have the expertise to bring in money. What does that mean? They should have a skill, for example, in the IT field or in management. If they know that skill, they can definitely earn good money from it. Now, it might be... But what is more important in a spouse than their expertise, job, or income? It's their character. In the personality of a person, they must be four-dimensional, Dad. In the character of a spouse, there should be four dimensions. What does that mean? First, write this down. Your spouse should be trainable. Second, your spouse should be responsible. 3, be pragmatic, wife. And 4, be positive, my wife. These same 4 traits should also be present in personnel, my dear. Trainability is a core aspect of a person's character. If someone is not trainable and lacks character, you can never fix that. If someone is a characterless person but is trainable, it means they might not be bad. They just might not know how to do things. They might not be bad. Don't know. The love for learning hasn't developed in them. If there's someone who can teach well and that person connects with the training, they might be a trainable, characterless person. You can fix it. But my dear, trainability is a core aspect of character. The wife is not trainable. If you are teachable, you will be miserable in life. If your staff is not trainable, be trainable yourself. You will be miserable. So be careful. Hire people with character. And my first and last question in this regard is this. Do you have character? Are you in the right character? Do you have these 4 qualities? 1 is trainable, 2 is practical, 3 is responsible, and 4 is positive. If you have these 4 qualities, you have the pillars of leadership in yourself. Now the rest is just like watering the tree of leadership. You must further perfect this tree with constant awareness so that you can have the character of a leader within yourself and be impactful. And the next thing is expertise. So, personnel should have 2 wings. Specialty personality. In financial management, small expense mistakes are like holes in a ship. Wasting 1,000 tow-mans can sink the ship. Relying only on the big picture won't grow your income. Good work attracts customers, not luck. Many succeed but lack customers. The big picture alone won't work, nor will just details. To succeed in Iran, be 5 years ahead. They promise that someone will fix the ship because you have a leak. Dad, in managing the ship, you have to know that. In addition to controlling expenses, you also have to know where to invest. Today, you can't grow your business by focusing on the big picture. Everyone focuses on the big picture. If you do well, customers will come, right? And why do so many people do well but still have no customers? More than 90% of people are in that 9% category. So with just the overall picture, you won't get results anymore. And with just the details, you won't get results either. My dear, if you want to get results and be among the top in Iran, you need to be 5 years ahead. Continuously focus on managing the details. The big picture is obvious, but the details are crucial. Do you know what I mean when I say details? You should reach a point where you have mastery over every little detail of your business. Awareness is another meaning of mastery. When you are aware of life, you have control. When you don't know how to connect with people, it shows that you lack awareness in communication. When awareness is established, you have mastery over people. Because psychology and knowledge, you know people's personalities. You know their personality types. You're talking to an individual. You know that life is all about situations. For example, you might find that when you talk seriously with one of your kids, things go smoothly. But with another child, even though they are both your kids, it can be different. With another child, when you speak kindly, things might go well. With another child, when you speak kindly, things might go well. Personality types. The most important thing is to be honest with the genie. That's the theme in persona. You, as a person, recognize that this person is also a team player. If you are an extrovert, you take them to work that extroverts want. You see a staff member who is completely alone in the world, you give them graphic work. You give them content work. You send them to a lonely corner to work. When you have the knowledge of how to recognize people, you have staff members. Your staff is in control. You know why they say that, for example, a certain woman is in a hurry to get her husband. When they say that she is aware of the various points and details of her husband, she is in a mood. Then this wife, this lady, treats the man in such a way that ignorant people turn around and say, how much? Now she only has one husband. But knowledgeable people say, how much respect does my husband have for his wife? So wrong expenses are like a hole in the ship. Just as a ship, if it has a small hole, will sink the ship in the long run. And the cost will be exactly the same in business. If you have an activity that costs money, has a wrong expense, you have a paper towel, you eat too much shrimp, especially in a crisis, the expenses are very significant. Because your drama is going down, you have to control your expenses. You have to eliminate the wrong expenses. We will teach you the lesson of the crisis in 4-5 hours, how to not be stuck in the middle of Corona. At the same time, the drama is the highest. Crisis management consists of 19 steps. If you execute these 19 steps line by line, you won't have any crises left. While others are in crisis, you won't be, my friend. One of the points where a crisis is useful is that during the COVID-19 crisis, it was the best time to work on infrastructure. I mean systematization. So when you find yourself in a crisis, focus on working on your infrastructure. You don't need to work on the customer. Since the competition has stopped, it's the best time for you to pause as well. He has stopped. They are beating his feet. They are beating his chest. He says, why don't I have customers? You are consciously saying that now is the time for the competitor to stand there by his mule's well or his mule's pit. You are sitting back, correcting, so that you can jump over this pit. The competitor wants to think that his booty is like a friend to his friend. Our troubles will all end one day. In Chinese, the word opportunity is made up of two words: opportunity, danger, or threat. In the heart of every opportunity, there is an opportunity. In the heart of every opportunity, there is also a threat: ignorant people. In the midst of the crisis, they are hurt. They see the limitations. In the midst of the crisis, they are aware of the situation. It shows that it is interesting. We all have businesses that have been affected by the crisis. That is, all the streets are in conflict. Instagram is now filtered. What should we do? Do a simple search. I earn more than 500 million a year on my 3-story website. I work internationally. You are just a handful. Search for the leader of coaching in beautiful Iran. The first specialized business coach in Iran's beauty industry, the founder of the science of business coaching, business coach Arash Karan, is me, the business coach for beauty clinics. We have 25,000 business coaches. Where are the rest? We have 25,000 Instagram business coaches. There are only 10 coaches who dominate the entire market in Iran. These 10 nomads have a deeper awareness than the others. The higher the awareness, Then be mindful of your costly mistakes.